Virgo, welcome to your reading. We are the Rainbow Gateway Oracle. Welcome. This is a message for Virgos, all placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, heavy sixth house. Thank you for coming to the reading. We're glad to have you. We appreciate all the likes and shares and subscribes and all that jazz. And our description box will let you know about our readings for sale and our upcoming subscriptions once our website goes live. We have a lot to tell you today with the Judgment card popping out. We got Page of Cups, we got Three of Pentacles. And the reader here, we are a psychic channeler. We have access to the Cosmic Intelligence Agency and Akashic Record. We're also a master's graduate in science and Oriental medicine. We are herbalist, astrologer, behavioral psychologist. And that's what we do. And this is our channel to bring messages to you. We often deliver the difficult truth, and it's not always easy to hear. Please don't shoot the messenger. We care about your life, your feelings, your elevations. We want to see you excel. We want to see you do well. We want to see you find better feelings, better relationships, all the good shit in life. We human beings deserve to be joyful. We deserve to have that. Joy is our natural state of being. And if we're less than joy, if we're less than contented, well, there's things in our minds that need to be cleared away oftentimes. The mental body is extremely important to pay attention to. And not everybody is self-aware. And self-awareness comes with emotional healing. And that's a big theme for you, emotional healing. We have Four of Cups at the bottom. Life seems to be really disappointing to you right now. That doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It can shift overnight, but at the moment it feels disappointing. Now, the universe wants to bring you something to inspire you, to help you feel better. But right now, you're not really able to see that. There's been a lot of shit. Oh, yeah, there's been a lot of shit here. Look at this. Wow. Okay. We're going to leave the Fool behind here. All right, that's good. We're going to leave the Fool behind. That's a message for you. We'll leave the Fool behind because this one's upside down and all over the place. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now, this is coming up as like, it's either current or in the past or in your family line or whatever it is. It's the crap that you have to deal with in life that's not always pleasant. It's the toxicity and stuff like that. And the universe wants to bring in something that's going to make you feel better and that's going to help you leave all this shit behind, okay? The greed, the withholding, the worry, the antagonism, the deliberate abuse and the nasty, okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. You don't need any of that in your life. You don't want any of that in your life, but it seems like maybe that's all that's been showing up in your life for a long time. The universe wants you to know that with this Nine of Wands here, there's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of wounds. There's a sense of hypervigilance and always looking over your shoulder isn't fun, okay? And it's difficult to let our guard down sometimes when we've been really hurt in life by really dark, dark people. And this is a time for you to elevate, okay? It's a time for you to see the higher truth, to absolutely honor how far you've come in your life and leave that sense of woundedness behind and give more faith and trust to the universe. When we've been raised with fear, it is brutal because we make choices with fear instead of with our hearts. And then oftentimes when we're children, this is what happens is we're punished for following our hearts. So then when we get to be adults, we don't ever follow our hearts, we follow the fear. And that's because we were punished as children for following our hearts, because we had parents who were clueless or vicious or immature or all of the above. Okay? Now, we have these two pages here, Page of Wands, Page of Cups. This is coming through as two separate opportunities in your life that are ready to manifest. They're not quite there yet, okay? It's like the universe gave you the Ace of Wands already and the Ace of Cups, and now you're going to see the result of that, all right? You're going to see the result of that in your experience in life. And so we have a love interest coming through, and we also have a creative potential that's needing adjustment, okay? The creative potential here, whatever that is for you, is needing adjustment. The love interest, the romance, is going to be really good for you. You're going to work together well. You're going to help each other win. You're going to help each other get through the storms and find calmer waters together. You're going to find a better mindset together. You're going to just really you're just going to really gel. You're going to really mesh. And that's what's coming through here. So now here with this creative potential, this could be career, this could be your, your art, this could be also, this could be a level of energy that you're working on in yourself in order to heal that. There's a little bit of both in there. It's like working on yourself, working on your behavioral patterns, your energies, the things from the past. Like, it's like there's a perspective that comes in here. But something about this business or whatever it is, it's like not knowing what to do. The indecision is killing you, is what I'm getting. You're needing the universe to bring you a particular perspective in order to make it work, a particular idea. Otherwise, it's like it's not going anywhere. That's what I'm getting. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. The universe will bring you a particular perspective. Okay? Now, we're going to pull some other cards here. That's what I feel like is like the devil, okay? That's the thing. The devil, the moon. There's a lot of shadow here. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't been seen. And that's why you can't get this off the ground. All right? It wants to manifest. It really wants to manifest, but you can't get it off the ground because this truth hasn't been received yet. There's still too much toxicity here for it to, you know, take off. But it is the end of the cycle. All right. The universe wants you to know it's the end of the cycle here. You're ending the cycle. It's the end of the cycle. Yeah, strength beats the devil. Okay, so we're getting over that. We're definitely getting over that here. There's a little bit of focusing on, you know, what didn't happen in life, what didn't go right. But the more you focus on your inner light, your inner being, your meditation practices, you know, doing the self-inquiry, loving yourself, it's going to help you turn around to see the opportunities that are there. And again, here, it's like there's a little bit of like self-depreciation. And once you do a little bit more time with yourself on your journey here, and that's with your self-care, with your therapy, with the intuitive expression that leads you home, if you will. That's what's going to help you overcome that. And that's when the clarity will fall, okay? With the Ten of Swords here, there is a sense of like really going through something hellacious because of like a decision that was made out of fear and closed-heartedness. But it's going to shift. It's going to shift because it's like, it's helping you. This experience is helping you heal that toxicity and end the cycle. But it's still like a painful experience that you're going through. You know, on the other track, there is this relationship coming in that's going to be helpful, that's going to be supportive while you're doing this other thing. It's like two separate areas in your life. And, you know, one is supportive, one is really healthy and good and beneficial and better than you've had in your life. And the other one is still, you know, meandering through, you know, tower moments and stuff like that. And it's feeling disruptive and not going according to plan and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the Hierophant. There's a need to commit to absolutely walking away from people who play mind games with you, okay? There's been a lot of that in your relationships, mind games, gaslighting, psychological abuse, verbal abuse, and the such. And, you know, this maybe was a marriage even that was in the past or something like that, that you're divorcing, you're getting out of it. Committing to yourself is really important. And yeah, 8-8 and the High Priestess. Yeah, you're going to be doing the work here to get out of this mental anguish. It's you're already doing it, or you're getting ready to embark on that journey. You already know what to do, okay? You already know what to do, but there's a lot of stuff that you're not seeing yet, but you're aware of it. It's like, it's seen and unseen, right? Seen and unseen. You want to do the work. It's not always easy to do the work, so you kind of toggle between doing the work and like losing yourself for a while, and then doing the work and losing yourself for a while. It's okay if you teeter back and forth. You know, that's kind of this indecisive energy too. But recognize when you're indecisive, you're in fear, okay? And the universe will help you make the decision, but it's got to come from your intuition and not your fear-based thought patterns that are self-limiting, okay? And that's the important thing, is to take the right action in order to balance the give and take energy in your life, okay? In order to take the right action, you have to have the right level of discernment mentally. And when you can't discern, it's because your heart is too congested with toxicity. And you have to clear that out. Acupuncture is really a good suggestion for you. And find someone in your area that feels really good to you and not something that feels off. And feel free to try a few different practitioners if you've never done it before, to make sure you have the experience that you need, because not every practitioner or person is created equally, and not everybody's good at what they do, okay? And that's not to say that they wouldn't insert the needles properly, but there's, you know, what fits for you and what doesn't sometimes, and that's energetic, not necessarily with their skill set. So I don't want to scare you. Acupuncture's normally virtually painless. It's like a little pinch sometimes, but often the needles you don't even feel them. People fall asleep on the table and stuff like that. That's something that can really help you with your mental clarity, because it taps into your nervous system. And then it helps you regulate your nervous system so that you can appropriately find a better thought stream without being repressed emotionally. Because when we're too repressed emotionally, then our mind gets really congested with dirty thoughts. And that's not anything like sexual, but just like impure thoughts that are self-defeating. And, you know, it creates doubt and stuff like that. And when you can eliminate the doubt from your mind, then ta-da! The light bulb comes on, if you will. And then the, you know, creative projects and things, you know, then you get a good surprise instead of like, holy shit, my life just went to hell. And that's what the universe wants to help you with. There is an ego death showing up here, but it's not going to take you too far into the dark. It's going to help you elevate and realign, really. It's, you know, this is coming through more like acupuncture than like, you know, it's like talking about coming more into alignment here and having the darkness lift than sending you through a really dark time. And the universe is wanting to say here that your mind is your own, and you can do what you want with it. But the wounded ego mind is absolutely, it's just fear, okay? And sometimes when we don't eliminate the fear from our mind, when we don't check out the skeletons in our closet, when we don't deal with that scorpionic energy that's like real muddy at times, well, we can go through more deaths in life. You know, emotional death is not the most fun. But see, the thing is death is a transformation. Like, what dies is what's no longer useful for you. And sometimes what needs to die is thought processes that are self-limiting, self-depreciating, and hurtful. And then essentially, it's just a part of you that's not healthy anymore. And, you know, in the body, you know, our skin, the skin in our body, like our skin is constantly regenerating. You know, we have skin that flakes off and it's constantly regenerating. The cells in our body are constantly regenerating. And the death card here is talking about regeneration and transformation and finding what is going to work with you rather than against you. And regeneration is important even for your beliefs and your thoughts and stuff like that, because as we move through different phases of life, we are given higher levels of knowledge, which shift our belief systems. And, you know, we can have belief systems that keep us really stuck in life. And this is part of your process right now, okay? And the universe wants you to know that you're absolutely gorgeous. You're not doing anything wrong. And it's meant to help you learn and grow, even when it hurts at times, even when you don't understand why. It's really always trying to help you see the light, help you see your authentic being, help you live joyfully, and help you have all the good shit. Some of us have higher purposes in life, and the universe can take us on a journey that we don't always understand because we have bigger things to do than our own personal lives. And that's important to remember here too. When you elevate your consciousness, the universe asks you to give. And that's part of your journey, is to give to humanity itself and not just focus on your own personal desires. Though the universe will deliver, sometimes it asks you to do a job that's not exactly what you were manifesting or hoping for. And you would see at the same time that it's a gift and a benefit for all of humanity and not just yourself. And that's a bit of a sacrifice at times when you have a higher purpose in life. But it's not self-sacrificing in a masochistic way. It's self-sacrificing in a way that you just put your personal stuff aside for a little while to do something to help the whole, okay? And then you can go back to doing the things that you were wanting to do as your personal self. And that's something to remember here. Higher purpose often takes us away from our ego's wants and desires and wishes and dreams, but then it's going to like coagulate and mesh at the same time, and the universe eventually will give you a break and take you back to where you need to be for your own personal life. But be proud of the work that you're doing on your spiritual journey when it comes to helping humanity and doing the job spirit needs you to do rather than the one you think you're supposed to be doing, because we can get confused at times as to why our spiritual path is taking us into this kind of a place, because you don't expect it. There's a lot about the spiritual journey. You know, people think, okay, I follow my spiritual journey and I'm going to get a lot of money. Sometimes you do. You know, the universe wants you to have a lot of money, wants you to have a lot of, you know, wealth. And maybe not money, but wealth. And wealth is not necessarily money. You know, wealth is good feelings. Wealth is health. You know, wealth is the experiences. It's doing the things you love, whether you have a ton of money or not, because sometimes you could find that your hobbies aren't that expensive. But, you know, we live in a capitalistic society and have to work through a lot of our money beliefs. and all of that sort of thing, and focus on our self-worth and self-value, because you're valuable whether you have money in your pocket or not. But there are people in society who would say that you're worthless if you don't have any money. But that's not true. And that's more of a gaslighting point of view. Here we want to see that there's something at work that is having the wrong direction, okay? If it keeps going in the wrong direction, it's going to bring an ending to a project, but you would still be a winner and not really have a problem with it because of what you would learn from it, okay? If it does change direction, then, well, you'll be winning. But it seems as if the choice was determined to kind of go in the wrong direction. So there's something about that, and you know what I'm saying already, so I won't keep talking about it. This Page of Wands is wanting to bring you a message of respect to yourself. And that's what you need to pay attention to, is respect to yourself. Someone isn't always respecting you, rarely and never. And that's what you need to pay attention to here, okay? Now, I'm going to sign off. This is the reading. Thank you for being here. Check out the description box for the readings that we have for sale. And always caring about your feelings and your life and wanting to bring you direction and clarity and the truth so that you can stay aligned and get all that good shit in life, okay? The cornucopia, quality experiences, quality material goods, quality companions. We love quality over quantity on this channel. And that's a wrap. Until next time.